Hello, this is ggurface, and I'll be talking about game number 5 between Sarens, playing as the blue Terran at the upper right hand corner, and IdrA playing as MYM Sunny at the lower left hand corner as the red Zerg. This is game number 5. Each player has taken 2 rounds, and in the last game, game number 4, IdrA was able to make some critical plays and prevent Sarens from moving on to the semi-final stage. This is the quarterfinals, and each player has taken 2 games. The next one to win moves on, the next one to lose goes home. It is really important for these players to make it through if they want to win this tournament. The story has been for IdrA, he's been able to win every single match up against all the players in the group stage. He was the only player that managed to beat everybody, so maybe Saren will be the only player to beat him and move on. And if Saren does that, he definitely deserves to move on to the semi-final stage. Right now we see supply depot as well as a not anything yet for the Zerg player, as the Overlord is heading out. This Overlord is also heading out. A refinery going up before the barracks, and the barracks should be going up shortly. This is the IEM, the Intel Extreme Masters, where all the top gamers are playing their top games. Extractor going up for IdrA. Oh man, I can't wait until this game gets really underway, because this is really important. Both players knows this is it. This is what they've been waiting for. Any mistake will be punished, and all the advantage they can get will be kept. So let's go! Second extractor going up for IdrA. No, for only one extractor. My apologies. There's a spawning pool, and the barracks is going up for Sarens. Not too much happening at the moment, but these 2 overlords will be positioned at good positions, I hope, so that they can get IdrA some informations. Saren scouting with his SCV, IdrA scouting with his drone. I'm sure there's a crowd favorite at the moment, but we never know what's gonna happen. These gamers are so good they can make each other pay for their mistakes, and we'll see who makes the first mistake, who will blink in this pressure cooker. And IdrA does the extractor trick once again, and he's gonna get the extractor and steal the gas from Saren. And an SCV is actually attacking it. Not the best usage of an SCV, I think. And a Marine's coming over to attack it as well. Let's see if IdrA will cancel this extractor. And it looks like he's gonna let it finish, and it is finished. And here we see SCV preventing IdrA from getting that expansion that he very much wants to get up. And oh, it does go up last moment, and this SCV is almost dead, and he wants to get back in one more time to see exactly what's going on inside the base. Oh, those Zerglings do catch up, and he cannot see what's going on inside the base, and supply depot is going down as he's taking down this extractor. And we do see a switch. A reactor is being put on the factory, and we might see double Hellions, and yes, double Hellions is coming out for Sarens. Positioning of the overlords very well done. One overlord here, one overlord in the middle, one overlord on the side. 2 Zerglings coming in to see what kind of units Saren has, and the Marine will come over and shoot, and almost shoot. But IdrA will see that the reactor is attached to the factory, and he will probably guess that the Hellions are coming out for Sarens. And Sarens are moving with the Hellions all the way across the map. He will check the control, the Xel'Naga watchtower. He won't see anything, and we do see one SCV moving ahead, and he's gonna go inside and scout with the SCV while these 2 Hellions are gonna burn up these Zerglings. One Zergling goes down. Zerglings harassing the SCV inside the base, and the Hellions are gonna go and try to get in here. The SCV does get in and get some information, and he's trying to burn these queens while they're not on the creep. Now the Hellions are working on the hatchery, and they decide to fall back. Meanwhile, the SCV has fallen down. At the moment, IdrA sees everything but the starport, and Saren sees everything for IdrA. 2 additional Hellions coming. Now there's a total of 4 Hellions, and a medevac. Maybe we'll see some drops. We will see some drops like in game 4. These Hellions want to go up. They're trying to decide if they want to go up, and they do burn 1 Zergling. That's not too bad, and they take 1 shot at the queen. Another Hellion shows up with his buddies, and the medevac is showing up as well. We do see another queen coming up, putting a creep tumor down, spreading that creep. It's always important to spread the creep, as that will enable your units to move more quickly throughout the creep. These Hellions perhaps waiting to get picked up by this medevac, And no, the medevac is actually just going to go in by himself and just check things out while he's going to try and harass the expansion of IdrA. These Hellions are not actually stopping at the moment, and ooh, one Hellion goes down. Nice control from IdrA. And the Hellions are stopping and firing and stopping and firing, and they do manage to burn one Zergling. And he's using the medevac to spot. Or is he? No, he's not. He can't shoot up there. These Hellions cannot shoot up. That's problematic. Maybe he thought he could shoot up. We do see these Hellions are retreating a little bit, as IdrA has managed to put up 2 spine crawlers, a nice little defense, I think, but probably insufficient if Sarens does decide to try to get in here. Sarens moving in closer. Ooh, 1 Hellion goes down to 2 spine crawlers, 1 attack each, and that brings 1 Hellion down. These Hellions a little bit reluctant to go in, seeing that his buddy did fall, and the command center is going up for Sarens. Going to the side, trying to sneak in maybe a couple of shots on the drones, and the drones do leave. 1 drone does go down though, and the command center is going up. 1 Hellion goes down in exchange for 1 drone. Not a good trade there. And here we go. We see some Zerglings out. 1 Viking coming out, perhaps to get vision, because I think that medevac has gone down. Has it, or did it return to base? In any event, we do see some missile turrets, because he is guessing that there's going to be some Spire going down relatively soon, and Evolution Chamber, and a Roach Warden. He does see the Roach Warden, so he will see it coming. The Roaches, that is. And here we see the Viking getting sight of everything, checking out. There is no anti-air unit, so he's going to try and snipe this Overlord. But the Queen does show up, and the Queen's able to keep this Viking away, and the Viking is flying that direction, and the Zergling is checking things out, and the Viking flies through, and he's able to see everything that's inside the base. Hellion's content to just sit, and here we do see a command center floating. Will he use the Zergling to block out the command center? No, the Zergling does go down. And right now, Sarens is happy to secure his own expansion as well. We do see Armor 1 going up for the Zerg. And right now, the Roaches and the Zerglings are working on the rocks on the side. At the moment, the Hellions do not want to move out, and the Viking will be able to see that he's working on the side rocks here to get another expansion, and he's thinking about moving his Hellions, and his Hellions are going in, and these Roaches are moving rather quickly and trying to snipe off that one almost Hellion. Nope, not quite. And a bunker goes up with 1 Marine. I guess sometimes players just like to stick 1 Marine, the cheapest unit, in there, just to make it seem like, oh, don't come over here, it's filled. Because you can't tell how many units are inside, you can just see that it's filled or not filled. And we do see a hatchery going up. Will he be able to burn down this hatchery? And it's at 180, 70, 60. Ooh, and the Zerglings do show up in time, but the Zerglings do, wow, a lot of Zerglings do go down as the Roaches are coming. And will he be able to get 1 more shot on the Hellions? No, the Hellions are too fast for the Roaches. As we see a very macro style for IdrA, expanding, expanding, expanding. We do see STEM upgrades and some siege tanks up for Sarens. And when Thor is out on the field, as well as the bunker is now fully full. But these missile turrets are not being put to use, as he does not have Mutalisks. This 1 Overlord gonna go down, and it does go down. But that's alright. IdrA is not supply block at the moment. Wow. The army for Sarens is not that high right now. It's about 110 to 80-ish. So the army count is slightly in favor of IdrA. And we do see siege tanks being built, as well as STEM and combat shield. Ooh, we might see a push here from IdrA as he's massing a good number of Roaches. And the Zerglings go in to see exactly what the composition is for Sarens. Sacrificial Zerglings going in, checking things out. And he will see that is Hellions and a Thor, and some SCVs are repairing. Feeling comfortable, he's going to move in with his 0-1 upgraded Roaches perhaps. This 1 Zergling goes down to 4 Hellions, and the Roaches are going to respond to that perhaps. Additional creep being thrown down. Always important to be spreading creep or pooping creep with your Overlords, and this Overlord is also going over there to get some sight, to get some idea. It's kind of like drawing a sand on the line along this slanted axis. Spine crawler going up. We do see concussive shells being researched for the Marauders. I think both players are just sitting back a little bit. They do not want to take risks. They don't want to be the first one to cast the stone into the water, so to speak, because this is a very important game. Whoever loses this game will not move on. And ooh, as soon as I said that, it seems like they're going to move out. These siege tanks do have siege tech, and the Overlord will be able to spot it. And he's going to go in, and these Hellions are fighting against the Roaches. And the Roaches take another shot at the high yield expansion, as this is like a micro practice. These tanks range, and they actually unsiege. A scan goes off. These Roaches are in alright position, I suppose, and they're falling back more and more as the creep tumor is being shot. Ooh, and the tank siege up, and the Roaches are moving in. They're focus firing, and they get us around the Thor. They do get us around the Thor, and now they're moving slowly, and they're gonna take down the Thor. The Thor goes down, and the two tanks goes down. A lot of Roaches are being slain at the moment, and this could be anybody's game. But a lot of Roaches reinforce, and the Roaches are able to push back the Marauders. Marauders and Hellions are falling back very quickly, and the Roaches are pressing their advantage on the creep that's being spread all throughout the map. And these Hellions are running into the Spinecrawler, whereas these Hellions are finishing off the last Marauder. And oh wow, mass Roaches, very, very good play against Marauders, 3 tanks and 1 Thor. SCVs were not able to heal it fast enough. And now we do see some Ultralists coming out for IdrA. These Marauders need a hightail out of there, as they don't want to engage the Roaches, and they do get picked up by the Medevacs. Very, very good plays by the Medevac, because the Roaches cannot shoot air. And here we might see a push from IdrA. He's going to push in and try to get an advantage by taking out this one base. And they take down 1, 2, 3 Marauders go down. This tank does not have enough time to siege. And he's pushing at the ramp. And Sarens calls GG! What an incredible series. IdrA comes back and wins game number 5 and moves on to the semifinals. Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please subscribe. This is ggurface. Always GG your games. If you don't want to say GG your games, at least say GG your face. See you guys next time.
Thank you.